Hello and welcome to another episode of PlayUp Legends. This is Group 1, Episode 5. 5 sessions in already, guys.
It's been 5 sessions.
Yeah. So, before we start, we'd like to thank our sponsors. We have Miniature Corner Studio, who gave us these lovely dice trays. And now I know I promised that this session you're supposed to have them, but there was an issue with the count and the painting, so we're just making sure you get the best quality from them. So a small hiccup in the deadline there for me. Forgive me.
And now let me check mine.
And we have my god, I always forget. The Temples and Dragons, there it is. Temples and Dragons for this lovely place. I'm really sorry, Joe. Every time. Temples and Dragons. Yes, so you can find they're writing up very interesting material at the moment based on Maltese history if you want to have a look at what they do. That's kind of the essence of the whole RPG. They're still using the D&D 5e, yes, edition rules stuff, but with more Maltese lore into it. Carrying forward, guys, would you introduce yourselves, starting from our favorite Augustine?
Hello there, everyone. As the poet says, I want to look it in the eyes and fall into tears and never die. I'm Augustine, and I am the human bard. But like, in real life, I'm Jake.
Yes, I am the god, but in real life I'm just Don Champion.
I'm Joel, I play Schalke, and as seen in last episode, it's been blatantly obvious that if you threaten my flies, I will shoot your eyes.
There was a bit of a rhyme there.
That was some poetry,
I have no idea how to follow up with that.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I know, right? I'm Owen. I play Hex. This is gonna be a tough one. Okay, I see. I play Hex, a Warforged Warlock. We're gonna go on break now.
I was gonna say, I think you shut down.
Windows V.
Sorry, where are we? There we go.
Hi, I'm Paul. I play Flint Frostbeard. I'm a dwarf barbarian cleric who is looking to overcome his difficulty in drinking alcohol.
And getting people like high.
You're bad influenced by NPCs.
I'm Davinia. I play Great, the little dwarf with a long bow, whose arrows go missing because Sharky takes them to gouge the eyes out of those who kill their flies.
I'm still in hell.
I haven't died yet.
I'm Selene, I play Krieger, the Arakorka druid of the group. I have a quest of my own as a druid, I would say. And I also need to get rid of a curse which was not meant for me.
Oh, indeed, you have been bestowed a blood contract to finish off, which...
Yes, you would think after having you for my DM. In 7 years I would learn not to try touching new objects.
Indeed. And yes, I am Daniel Chappell, or Don Chappell as a lot of you know me. I am going to be your DM for this season. For those of you who have not watched the previous episode, you can find them on YouTube to catch up on what's going on in the story. And yes, if you do watch Group 1 and Group 2, while the story is not the same, there's a bit of linking involved. You're on your way, right? So the armada of the spirits of Norn have decided to still march south, but a particular known person, Sir Bennett, actually got you guys into a spy situation to go to Dawnhaven and speak to Mortius. The night is long, the journey is long. Who's controlling the horses again? Right, Flint. You can feel and see the horse is getting a bit exhausted through this journey.
Oh, slow it down.
What's your natural perception? And do you have low light vision? I'm just curious.
I have low light vision, and my natural perception is 13.
13. From the distance in the dark, while hills and hills away, you see, like at the size of maybe your fingernail, you can see the city you're approaching.
I bring the horses down to a trot.
Okay.
Who's next to me?
Who's next to you?
I think Hax said he'd ride him
Yeah.
because
Yeah, I
he doesn't
can,
sleep.
Okay.
I'm a little bit ahead of everyone at the moment.
Right.
Okay, I motion to you and point to the distance.
Oh, almost there.
What shall we do, lad?
I mean, we're just supposed to go in, right? I mean, they really didn't give us a lot to go on.
Alright, true.
First things first, get inside the city, see what we find.
Okay. I bang on the side of the wagon. Look alive, lads. We're nearly there. Yeah.
In the meantime, as you are in bird form, right? Owl?
Owl.
Was it? Okay. So you're gliding ahead. You can kind of in your peripheral vision, you see the cart slowing down and then kind of picking pace back up. You hear Flint shouts, from your distance. Aye, lad. As you look up, you do see the city ahead in Dawnhaven, and it is roughly, maybe at best, if you keep going at the speed you are, within the next not the morning coming, but the next, you might actually arrive there.
Oh, so it's still pretty far.
Yeah. Your vision of the landscape is pretty much hills, no real tree cover or anything of the sort. So that's kind of what your geography is looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Even where we are now.
Yeah. From your perspective, technically speaking, on your right, if you do get off the path, there is a large forest.
Okay. Which is very reachable.
Yeah.
Okay. I swoop down to be level with
The party.
Hex and Flint, who are on the outside, and I transform into myself, but I'm still flying.
Okay.
Yeah. We still have at least a day's journey, and these animals need rest. If we need cover, to the right there is a forest which is very reachable. Otherwise, it's open grassland and hills.
Might as well stop there. The horses need their rest anyway.
How do you turn it? Oh, I turn the
Put it into gear.
You make a sharp right and start heading towards the woodlands, the forest. As you kind of reach the edge of the tree line, you do notice that there's a cage dangling from one of the highest trees in front, and there's a few, I would say maybe a week's old or maybe two, of a rotting corpse of a woman dangling inside of it. There is a notice in Dwarven that says, "Trespass and meet same faith."
Do I know anything about this forest?
Roll me a history check.
Three.
Um,
Nothing.
nothing really comes to you more than the fact that the fact that it's written in Dwarves and there's that image shocks you
Yes, very much.
to the point where it's just like, what?
I mean, I don't know of any dwarven race that would live above ground, especially in a forest.
Yeah.
I relay that message to the others.
Yeah, you see this as well. I
Yeah.
mean, and Cricker too.
But actually relay what's written in Dwarvish to them.
Alright.
As in, like,
Do
I don't think we should be going in there, guys.
Do we know what the name of the forest is?
Roll me a history check.
Okay, there we go.
All of us or just.
Whoever wants to think of what this forest
We
could
really
be.
should have asked them for a map.
Plus 5, so that's 8 plus 5. That's 13.
13. You know of a forest, well, it's pretty much a jungle almost in its own right. The Elden Reaches, but that's way, way in the south. So, you're not quite sure what forest this is.
I got a 19.
19. You've heard legends of this forest. You've heard how cruel people are in this forest who reside here. They have no city, they have no village. They're pretty much nomads living and hiding in the trees. You're in the Black Forest.
Oh dear.
We're in
I
Germany.
think this is the Black Forest. This is inhabited by nomadic peoples who are terribly cruel and vicious. This is not a safe place.
So clearly the open grassland is more safe.
At this point, you did halt the horses. You're not kind of riding it.
No, yes. Once I saw that, I would have.
I just
stopped
want to
at
be
the-
sure because
yeah,
it wasn't
no, I would have
narrated.
stopped at the, to say, at the wall.
Okay,
Mm.
of trees.
I
Yeah.
would say so, considering this.
Yeah. Well, if we're pretending to be merchants, then it's okay if we're in plain sight, I guess. I mean, she said we're still about a day away from the town, so we're not really.
But this is only if we go into the forest, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Does the path go through the forest or can it just
There is
go
no
past?
I've gone off the track.
Yeah, we've gone off the track.
Thinking, forest, yeah, we're going there and shelter and rest and blah 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 and keep going.
Maybe the wagon itself would be enough shelter for us.
I mean, what if we do it right at the edge? We don't need to camp inside.
No.
I
just
don't
need
know.
some
I
shelter.
I wouldn't like to risk my life for now.
Later then.
You've come to the wrong party, lass.
I say we still stick a ways away from the path, but definitely not too close to the edge. So about halfway between.
Sure.
Around us, is there any safer spots?
Unfortunately, not really.
No.
It's open hills and this forest and the road that leads you to it.
Is there like small hills that would create a blind spot to the road?
Roll me
Yeah, I'm thinking as well.
wilderness survival.
Wilderness.
Survival.
Survival.
Survival,
Survival.
yeah.
Wisdom.
Got a 10.
In total.
Mm.
You think you saw.
May I try that as well?
I suggest it.
May I try that as well?
Since she suggested means that there might be, she's positive about it, so I say roll with, what's the word I'm looking for?
Advantage.
Advantage, yes.
18 plus 3.
18.
Plus 3. 21. Sorry.
Alright, 21 definitely. You do have a quick look at the landscape, kind of at the direction towards the city you're heading, and you do actually see that there is a perfect high up hilltop, high enough that it kind of blocks view of the city if you actually stay in that area.
Yeah!
Alright, he just drives off without a word.
I'm presuming it's not too far.
No, it's really not. Within minutes, you're there. You've pinpointed the site. There's quite enough coverage, like for hiding inside like big bushes, but it's mostly like tall grass and stuff like that. So.
I'll proceed to take the horses to a side, about maybe 20 feet away,
Okay.
for them to graze.
Sure.
What time is it?
So at this point, you kind of, the sun's not rising, but you kind of already see the colors start to take form. That
Okay.
light is on its way.
Okay.
I need to rest.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a bit strange for merchants to be resting during the day. So
I mean, true, but only if anyone finds us.
yes.
The thing is, I don't know about you, but I have been resting, so maybe we can keep on driving along.
No, the horses
What is
need
the horses
rest,
need a
Yeah.
bit of rest.
as well as whoever was still up.
Yes, but like with us, we would have changed along. It's more the horses, I guess, than the
Yes,
the
exactly.
Mhm.
No, we need to stop either way. Do we just set up camp then? Or do people just want to sleep inside the carriage?
Not happy to sleep on.
Yeah, I don't
To
think we
sleep
need to
beside
set
it
up
underneath.
camp.
Yeah.
really.
Since I would have been resting,
Yeah.
I can sit up front. I'll keep my longbow
Yeah.
close
just
by,
keep watch.
just in case.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll sit up front so they don't need to be bothered. I'll write up the second draft of that thing that guy wants.
I'll proceed to roll
joy.
the carriage to sleep then.
Oh joy, I'm going to hear all about the second.
Oh, great. You're gonna love it.
I just wonder what my flies will sound like.
It only takes about an hour and a half for the sun to actually start to rise off the horizon. So you've only had about an hour and a half rest, maybe 2 once you've kind of gathered your stuff, if you're going to keep going after 2 hours of rest. I pose the question to the party.
I check on the horses.
The horses look fine. Pretty good. Actually, if you could just give me a nature check, or no, actually, animal handling.
13.
13. Yeah, the horses look perfectly fine.
Alright.
It's, you know, you can sense that they're well rested, you know, from the long journey.
Okay.
For just an hour and a half's rest, they can get up a bit more.
Okay. Horses seem like they can get up and go.
Right. Does anyone need to rest anymore?
I'm happy to ride
I'm aware.
the wagons if need be. Someone else continues resting for now.
I guess we can keep going then.
Okay.
So-
Since it's daytime, I do the same thing, but now I'm a crow.
Okay.
It's like,
Actually,
Wait a
that's a good idea. I summon Agar as she takes crow form, and she circles around as well for one.
Yeah, just these
Competition.
crows flying. Agarth tries to keep his distance from you. He's not really like. At first, he came towards you and kind of bothered you for a small bit, but then he just like keeping his
Okay,
distance
that's fine.
just alongside you.
one question. It's like, you're a bird, right? So why do you need to become another bird?
So I don't look like a giant, well, giant for a bird scale, humanoid bird flying around, because that would draw attention.
Fair. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Just a
I
big,
appreciate
really
that.
big budgie that also has arms and legs and clothing.
Done. But oh yeah, one question. What are we naming the horses?
Oh, that's a wonderful idea.
Somewhere else.
Didn't somebody call name them?
Orpheus. I'm calling one of them Orpheus. That's it.
Do you have
I'm a
two
crow.
other names?
I can't give you feedback on my thoughts.
Okay, at least
I
one
just
of them-
go.
Okay, we'll put a pin in it, but one of them is called Orpheus.
That's fine. That's fine. Quick question. We said we're merchants.
Mm-hmm.
What are we selling?
Our souls.
That I'm not even sure if I still
So
have
that's
mine.
why we're meeting
But,
Morpheus.
Because we need to get our story straight.
That's true.
Walking in with no wares at all, most of us looking like adventurers, and one librarian.
He's the bookkeeper.
Yes, yes.
We've been beset by the cruel people of the Black Forest, and they've taken all our stuff. And we're lucky to have made it out alive with our skins and your metal.
He's got a good storyline there.
I like that one.
For once, he does not sound crazy.
Yes, I like it. Good. Also, maybe let's err on the side of telling people I'm a warforged, as I take elf form and stay like that for
Okay.
the rest of the, unless I say so.
Right.
So you're now elf,
Yes,
as I've seen you before.
yes.
Cool. So what you're seeing ahead is, as you're getting closer and closer to the city, right? Hours are passing by at this point. You do notice there's a bit of commotion inside the city, at least from the front part. Now that you're getting a better view, it's quite active, more than normal, that a normal city would have, so to speak, from your experience.
Okay. Can I speed up my flight to get
Yeah, you
closer so I
can.
can see if
Agras
there's-
actually, once you pick speed, he picks speed with you. Agras can convey all this information, no?
Yeah, I can look through her eyes. So it's fine.
I
So you're pretty much seeing the same thing. If you get,
I don't speak bird. You hear my voice through her eyes.
Creeper is very intrigued.
so give me a perception check.
Who?
No, crows don't say who.
Ah, yes. Sorry.
Yes.
18.
18.
So we add that to the count.
As you get closer and closer, you start to hear music, happy chatter, you know,
Okay.
in the distance. Some kind of feast or festival going on.
Okay.
Okay, Agras once again just like follows lead.
So I again go the same level as the people who are at the front, transform into myself, still flying.
Would you stop that there, girl?
Lad girl.
Okay, the first official PlayUp merch. Lad girl.
I'll sign away, please.
With Flint's face.
No. There seems to be some kind of festival that they're celebrating.
Oh.
So it's very active. So we need to really plan our approach.
Look at the others. Anyone know anything about this?
No.
But,
Might be easier to blend in though.
Is it? Is
You
it
are
is it a
familiar with
religious
this
festival?
area.
I mean, last
You know?
festival we had.
You know what to roll.
Let's go. Where's mine? There we go.
We did meet a very nice crowd.
Herbatage plus 2 plus 5, 19.
It is not a festival.
Not a religious festival,
No.
so I don't know it. Okay.
Remembering that there was something sad about the blood moon. Do I know, do I get some kind of inkling that this might be related to celebrating the blood moon or anything like that?
Well, roll me a history check.
8.
Not that you can think of.
How,
Or recall.
how far away is this now?
You're getting close. I think if you had to travel up until the end of nightfall, you'll get there.
Ah, okay.
So we're essentially arriving a day before the rest.
If not more.
Question: are you guys still wearing like Norns symbols?
And now the type transform? No.
Okay.
I am.
I would
I
be,
still am.
No,
I would be,
that's
yeah.
all I have. Hang on. Do I have?
I think it might be a good idea, with all the activity, that we don't look like we're with the army that's coming this way.
Is
Okay.
there anything in the wagon,
That is a good point.
in the carriage, that might
I'm gonna
help
take
those
off.
guys?
Unfortunately, no. It was an empty wagon.
Things. I think There was
But
a
we're
break.
fine.
The only thing that you have there is pretty much like
my
some
symbol's on
rations
my glove. I'll just take off my glove.
and some skin waters, water skin bottles.
That's like my.
Whatever I have, I ditched it and put it in my bag.
Okay.
I think I actually do have casual clothes. Okay, I put on diplomat's clothes.
Alright. You're all changing in front of each other on the wagon. Cool.
Who cares?
I think mine was either gloves or ring. So,
All right. So yeah, yours was very simple.
Yeah, exactly.
Augustine had to do all the
Augustine just there.
putting on a pants.
I hate this armor so much.
Can you roll me a 1d6?
Everyone, you
I
want
need
to
to
roll
roll
A
one.
1d6.
him or everyone?
Him.
5.
5. At some point, as you're trying to get off some of the armor or trying to put on some clothes, you end up falling on Great from time to time.
Get off me! Get off me!
It's
Who's falling on who?
I just. I'm like, get off me! Get off me!
You are crazy.
Thank you.
So, we need to plan what we're going to say,
Yes.
right? Because I wasn't there in game before that.
So if we're gonna plan on doing that thing I told you guys about we got attacked. Now this is a festival, so everyone is happy. They're gonna buy the story a lot easier. So I want you all to look as sad as possible. Okay, a bit like I look usually.
Oh.
Now, and we're gonna be as depressed as possible. We lost all our stuff. Okay. And then, like, the moment some guy tries to offer you alcohol, take it. Trust me, they believe you after you do that.
We'll let the talking up to you, since you're very good with words and explaining things.
Yeah. I'm experienced with this being sad stuff. Let's go.
Tiny violin.
I'm just waiting for someone.
Quiet, as you
Like, I like the most awkward quiet possible.
Yeah, just the buzzing of the flies.
See, you're already in character. I wipe a tear off.
All right. So, yeah, you've not been disturbed on your journey. It's been a bit of a rocky midway. Nightfall's begun. Are you taking shelter once more towards the forbidden? What is it? The dark forest, the black forest? Yes.
No, I mean festivals usually happen in the evenings anyway. Might as well go
Keep
at that time.
riding, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I would
at
say
this,
keep riding.
from the distance we are from the town or the city, can we see anything more? Or is it just still a blip in the horizon?
So no, you can actually see it's actually very close at this point. I would say it's like about 2 fingers. Like if you had to put 2 fingers up, you'd cover the city. Large walls, large grey walls.
I don't suppose we can see the entry to the city at this point.
Actually, from your position, you do see an entry. Yes, it's
it
very.
manned?
You could make out the doors.
Is it open?
It is currently closed
Closed.
due to the
It's
hour.
our nighttime.
Are they willing to open? Is the question.
True.
Might
We
be
might
best
have
to go in the morning then.
Yes.
From where we are, does there look any point between where we are to the city that we could take a?
Roll me a. I would say nature or survival check, whichever you prefer.
Survival in that respect.
Okay.
12.
In total.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no. You do not see anything that might have coverage or like what you had the night before.
How high are the walls?
Well, give me an investigation check.
Probably a couple hundred feet, I would've thought.
Investigation.
Yes, please.
18.
18. From what you can calculate, given the distance and the way it's elevated, and keeping in mind the size of the door, the walls are roughly around 20 feet high.
Oh, okay. All right. Are they're solid rock or they're
They look like heavy
Okay,
Like-
not logs or something.
No, no.
Okay.
Proper stone walls.
Okay.
Keep going.
Sorry.
Keep going.
We have a few options. Depends if we want to just go in now, but going now will mean we have to convince them.
I don't think that option's the best.
We could still go now, but just sneak our way in. But that would mean we would have to leave the carriage behind. Or we simply go in the morning and try and go in as normal travelers, I guess.
If they are actually celebrating today, they would be more weary and not so
That's true.
aware in the morning.
Right. Yes, you call it a hangover, correct?
I think so.
Alright, that's the plan.
I keep going.
Alright. So you're going to go through for the night?
No, I'm gonna keep riding the horses towards the city.
Okay.
I'm just keeping my eyes open for any points that we can pull off and rest.
Okay, so get as close as we can.
Exactly. Otherwise, then
So-
potentially we do get to the city walls, then we're stopping and having a good think about this one.
So as you travel further into the night, and it's dark, it's quite cold this evening, there's still some form of celebration still going on inside. You can actually hear the echoes that's being carried by the winds of such music and sort. The minute you come to the point where like you can actually see the structure of the city up close now, equivalent to what we would say is like those of you who are not from Malta is not going to understand this, but just for my player to understand, you know when you're on the way to Medina and you're at the roundabout between Attard and Rabat,
Yes.
and you see
So,
Medina,
yeah.
that's kind of
okay.
the closeness that you're
Okay.
at now.
Okay.
Sorry for the viewers who are not Maltese, I have no idea. You could Google that, you know, Malta and Medina. So yeah,
I would like to fly close again as an owl this time because it's night.
all right.
I'll send Agares as well. I want to get some information, at least the looks of people. At least get a mental image of some of the people in case I need to transform into anyone.
Okay, cool. How close are you flying in?
What would appear normal? Like maybe I perch
Okay.
on like something sticking off a building, you know, trying to get a clearer idea of what's going on.
So this is quite a large city. Segments of it are celebrating on one side. There's like a couple of tents that are set up with performances late into the night. There are still people awake at this time, still carrying on celebrations. They do have like their own castle, which is set on the higher geography of the city. Agaris is getting closer at this time. He spotted like a couple of guards that are kind of just there yawning, like really tired. He actually, if you want to pay more attention to detail, you can roll me an insight check.
The guards are important though, that's already enough for me.
As Agaris flies in closer, again he sees like people around fires warming themselves and chattering in joyous tones. Stores of puppet shows and other performers, then another couple of bonfires, maybe 3 set up in a larger area where people are drinking and talking and flirting around with their interests of the night. It's quite a joyous atmosphere that he's looking into. A lot of the people are commoners. They look like everyday clothing, so between the kind of common shades of brown, green, and the like. Really and truly, that's what he goes to see. Most of them are human. There might be a half-elf or an elf or few scattered around, but majority are human here.
Okay.
No signs of shorter human excuse me, humanoids. So yeah, that's
Okay.
kind of the visual.
If she's going to come back before that, make sure at least to get an image of what the guard uniform looks like.
Okay.
I swoop down a bit lower so I'm above people to see if I catch anything that they're talking about.
So you swoop down to kind of the people that are scattered, around. Sorry, not scattered. Around the fireball, the bonfires. I'm losing the structure of words. That's not good. As a TM. Right, bonfire. Do you choose like the bigger groups or a smaller group? Just curious. Smaller group. So there's a couple that are keeping warm next to them, and they're warming their hands and keeping themselves. Give me an insight check.
6.
You can't really understand what they're saying, not because of the language, but the slur and the drunkenness, and one of those weird structured sentences that a drunk person would put together. They're not really talking much sense to you.
I try a larger group.
Okay, you flutter over and you see Agorist just at one point you cross over.
I have no ways to signal nothing.
And you go to the larger group. You can once again roll me an insight check.
14.
14 is better. You catch on a couple of random conversations, and someone talking about whispering sweet nothings into their lover's ear on their lap. Other people talking about how their day went in the fields, and what job they're looking for, and how small talk. But one conversation catches your ear of interest as one of them is talking a bit out loud to his group. It's like, it seems like we have Dawnhaven and Westgate. And he gestures his thing and everyone's laughing. Another note is like, well, I mean, it's not like the boy had a choice. He kind of was forced into it, if you ask me. His father. It's a pity he passed away so soon. I'm pretty sure he would have something to say about this. Let's just make sure, one of them says, that it's kept in these walls. We go out for anything. The union between Westgate and Dawnhaven remains hush-hush. We don't want to upset anyone for no reason. No reason, the other one answers. You gotta see something, lad. This means Aegis is losing its grip on King's Land. They keep talking and starting arguing politically between them, stuff that would bore you.
Okay, I swoop back up away from their hearing range, hopefully. And I give a whoo, so maybe Agorist hears me.
I can hear because I'm looking.
Okay.
I'm in the head.
You just see
Okay.
Agorist kind of pop out
Alright.
from in between buildings and just immediately
We go back to the wagon. I do the same. We have a problem. I suggest we stop moving towards the city for now.
I bring it to a halt then.
Okay.
So, it seems that Westgate and Dawnhaven have been unified by marriage.
Oh.
So, I assume the Prince of Dawnhaven has married someone from whoever the leading noble family of Westgate is. And they said if anything shall break this union, there's going to be a lot of trouble. And they even commented about how Aegis is losing its grip.
Oh.
So technically,
They're gonna be very surprised.
everyone is walking. Everyone's walking into an ambush here.
Well, I don't think they know we're coming, but if If so, yes, they're not going to be happy to see us.
And it could cause even greater turmoil.
Right.
And you said that we're meant to get kind of like an army, we're meant to get reinforcement from Dawnhaven? Because no one's gonna help.
Well, technically we came here just to see what we find out, right?
Oh, I'm
And this-
talking about the company.
No.
And we're
Sir
here for
Conrad
purpose.
said that he was getting supplies.
That's what I meant.
Ah.
So no one is going to give supplies against Westgate. We are really selling our souls here.
Or
I
we might
think-
find someone, maybe telling them, hush hush.
It could be. I think that's what we need to investigate.
Right.
But we should arrive in the morning.
Yes.
Both the path.
I question something else at this point. Should we all go into the city?
I mean, that's up to anyone who wants to come, I suppose, but
As a cover, like, would it help having some of us on the outskirts, just in case
something
those
goes
who
wrong.
go and don't make it out?
My question is, so we know full well that the Norns Alliance regiment that was raised up is going to go effectively into a trap,
Yes.
right?
Well, we don't know if it's
Well-
really a trap.
Yes.
It's what it seems from
Yes.
what we've seen.
There's a good chance that it's a trap. So, my question is, what is the moral problem with that?
You need to rewrite history.
Well, that's
That's why he didn't sign it in his name.
Exactly. That's why. You have to take destiny by the throat.
I thought we were going to say
But like, so if the person that we don't like
Right.
is there, right, is gonna get ambushed, isn't that a net positive to us?
But wouldn't you guys be being set up again?
Set up to what?
I assume he wasn't with you in this.
No.
No, I don't know.
No.
No, he really wasn't. I think we really should have told them on the way here. It seems like we had a lot of free time on our hands.
That is true. That is true.
Don't look at me, lad. I was busy driving.
You're right.
It's sure that nothing slipped out. That's
Okay.
We
Can
need to know your history so we can know and understand what the Norn Alliance is really up to.
Well, we're not sure if it is technically the Northern Alliance or Bennett.
It's Lord Bennett, at least as far as we're aware.
Right.
Okay.
There were these creatures, right?
Hey, lad. See,
there were these
a while ago there
monsters.
was this infestation, shall we call it, of creatures that was plaguing the the streets of ages. Myself, Hex, and Shalky were tasked with dealing with one such case, and in this,
And we were asked to investigate the situation.
and in this we found that your man Lord Bennett was part of the problem, not the solution.
Creating the monsters themselves.
And what kind of creatures? If you had to
And
describe
they were
them.
these large monstrous creatures. They really were all over the place, or visually, I guess.
Sounds crazy,
You
huh?
know, like the. It does.
So we don't,
I guess you had to be there.
we don't really. I don't think we were given a proper description of them because they were all unique in their own
They were
different way.
just large, malformed creatures, basically.
Oozed white blood, I guess.
Was it white blood?
I think it was white blood.
But yes, Bennett had to do with this, even though Bennett was the one that technically sent us on the mission to stop them. But either way, he is a part of that. Whatever that was, we don't really know.
Engaging in a bit of conspiratorial thinking again. If this Bennett fellow planned that entire conspiracy out,
Yes.
and when we were in that tent, Conrad was very perceptive, noting that Bennett's spies weren't doing a very good job. Allegedly, presumably, is Bennett informed of this union? Because it seems like he has a pretty good spy network, from what I understand.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure he sent us here just to die.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
at this point, we are three
I have
told
to
us to
agree
come
with
out.
Rex there,
Yeah.
lad.
It does seem like a very, very easy way to get rid of us.
I trust a lot of people, Lord Bentley is one of them.
Good thing you
Why don't
removed
we
your
go
symbols then.
back?
Yes. Hmm?
As in, retreat and meet the company.
Right. And just inform them of the union?
Yeah, well, it says information,
But
Yes,
this is
but-
valuable.
and if anything, try and speak to Conrad without Bennett being around. Because if there are suspicions that Bennett might have put another trap for you guys,
Were we supposed to meet Mortis here or
In the city.
Yeah,
in the
in the
city?
city.
So we still need to get in there. If you need to get.
We
to
need to
Mortis.
we need to find out a bit more from this side.
Oh yes, yes, yes. Of course.
And your blood contract, we can't go back.
I can't turn back.
We're stuck here.
I am bound, and I prick my finger.
You take out the rose and prick your finger.
Yeah. I
So-
assume more petals fell off.
One more petal fell off, yes.
Okay.
As you prick your finger and kind of this rush of red magic just rolls through it.
Okay. I'll put it away.
One petal's not too bad.
I know, but I'm paranoid.
So you're
There's
at-
only so many petals on a rose.
yeah, you're down to 11 petals, yeah?
Yeah.
We agree.
Okay. So we have to do this.
Presumably, we're not gonna, like, who's gonna tell that we're Norns? They're not gonna tell I'm Norns, that's for sure.
I'm still wearing armor, even though it doesn't say one's alliance, but
well, there's nothing about me that says none to start with.
So,
Most of us can get by. It shouldn't be an issue. You can undress or something. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that'd be inappropriate.
well, the armor on the outside would have padding and a gamazon and everything underneath. So.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
It's leather armor. I don't think they're spending padding.
They're
I mean, we can get him something, right? We can simply fly in, grab a shirt off a
Oh, yes.
clothesline or
Yes.
something.
Wise.
We have simple solutions.
Okay. So what
We
I
have
suggest, what I suggest is that we rest overnight. We can fly in and steal some clothing for
Exactly.
Shelky.
What size do you wear?
Big.
It was a 4-ball, so quite large in
We'll
size.
find something, you know, or a bed sheet,
I was
Anyone
about
with
to
a knitting?
suggest this.
or so.
Or simply, we're going with the story that we've been stripped as merchants, let him be stripped.
Ah, yes, yes.
But then
We
we
walk in
all
with the
need
large
to-
naked blue boy and be like, we found this outside. Is this yours?
He has, it's him, but there's a sensor bar made of like flies.
just a mankini out of one.
to see me like this.
I'm sorry, we've done this too.
I need to apologize to
It seems
flies.
fun at the time, I swear.
I need to apologize to the flies who've got that image in their heads.
I will. Well, we wait then?
I think it would be best.
Sure.
Let's arrive as ordinarily as possible while everyone is otherwise hungover.
Yes, good idea. Guess we rest.
Anyone on watch, by any chance?
I can, when I'm asleep, I still hear and
Yeah,
see,
I'm
which
aware.
is weird.
I need to roll underneath if I'm asleep.
I'll sit watch. It's fine. I only need to sleep for 4
Oh, yeah.
hours.
Alright, I'll
I'll take
fly in and
watch.
see what I can find for Shelky.
Yeah, I'll take watch. Like I'm also waiting for the
Okay.
float, so I'll be awake.
Let's go for. Right. Let's see. You're gonna steal something off clotheslines or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Sleight of hand.
Also, I'm an owl and I fly silently.
Sleight of
Can
claw.
I give her?
Sleight of claw, yes.
Can I give her bardic
Sleight of
inspiration because
talent.
She's no, she's
14.
not. Sorry.
Sorry.
14.
14. You actually find this red clothing, quite large in size, and you just snip it off.
Okay. As I am flying back to them, I go and drag it so it gets dirty. Along like the grasslands and maybe get ripped a little bit in some trees,
Okay.
you know, so it doesn't look recognizable to what it was.
Can you just roll me a d20, please?
3.
As you do so, thinking about how this might actually look on Shaggy for some reason, you immediately just go a couple of feathers fly off you as you hit something. The something moans. He looks over. Yes, this thing moves over, it's alive. And you notice it's a gnome. Sorry, I'm really sorry. You must have bumped into me. He kind of holds you up and dusts you off. You can fly off now. You can go your way. And
Yeah, fly off! with the clothing!
All right.
Sorry, I pretend to be a bird.
Do you
No
look
clothing
back
for
on the
Shaggy.
individual at any point?
I look back, yes.
You notice he's really short and stout. He's a gnome, and he picks up this like wooden stick, and he just looks up to you, kind of with concern. I would say. Yes, sorry, great. You were saying something?
No, I was saying, did she leave the clothing behind?
No. She picked it. Right. Your turn.
I return to them. Oh. I simply drop them on your head and then transform back into myself.
Oh. I see you made it more homey for me.
Yes.
How nice of you.
Until
I
you
just-
realize
I
that
just-
it's not actually a shirt that she's dropped on you, but bed sheets, red bed sheets. Smells well. It would have. You can still smell the soap on them.
Well, I'll put it on, I guess.
It's the best I could find.
Yeah. So I'll do a cloak to cover around the armor, I guess.
Alright. Can you give me a sleight of hand?
Sleight of hand.
Yeah.
19.
19. Yeah, you actually make a pretty believable shirt out of the thing. Not underneath the arm, down the thing. Looks like a bit of a potato sack, if you know, or what's the Mexicans the
Poncho.
Poncho.
yeah, poncho gone wrong, you know, but you make it work. All right.
Well,
I literally flew into a gnome who was in a tree on the outskirts.
That's strange. Why was the gnome in a tree?
I don't know, I pretended to be a bird, get a fright and come back.
By the way, the tree was actually a bush.
Oh, bush,
Ah.
sorry. I assumed it was a tree because I said I was flying.
You were in the muck and the mud,
Mud
no?
and then into the
Yeah,
trees.
that's where you hit him, in the
okay.
muck and the mud.
Alright. Should we avoid him?
I didn't get any bad vibes. Maybe I can fly back over now that I dropped off the cloth.
I mean, is he in our way.
No,
Oh,
he's not right.
In your way? No.
no.
In someone's way.
Well, he was in my way. It could just be a coincidence, but yeah.
Yeah.
Another one to the pub counter?
What?
Another one to the pub counter?
Oh my god. Another Tom.
What?
So we've been measuring the amount of puns we've been doing.
Oh my god.
Number 2 this session. Number 5 in these 2 sessions. The last 2.
Okay, and if you have puns, share them.
No.
Like,
Our
Here,
puns
so
have
is he
been
in
mentioned
our
so
way?
far. He's keeping tally. Are you keeping tally, watchers? How about you let
You
us
wanna
know
shut?
while we go for a break? And we're back.
Scotland.
Right, so what's the plan?
So some of us are resting, some of us are keeping watch. Now
Some
that
of us
I've
created a fancy poncho.
now that I've dropped off his poncho, I would like to fly back to where I saw the note.
Yeah, he's back on the ground, lying down on his side. He's kind of in a sleeping position.
Okay. Since I'm an owl, I land silently a bit ways.
Yep.
And transform into a mouse.
Okay.
Go up to him very carefully. And like tickle his nose to wake him. No? Like, scritch his nose a little bit.
Oh, hello, little one. He kind of rubs the top of your head. Am I in your way? I'm sorry. I can sleep on the other side.
Get out a little bit of ways from him so I can transform into myself.
He immediately falls back. Immediately looks for his staff, points it at you. What? What?
Apologies for startling you, but
You don't just crop out the gnome like that.
But that's
that's okay.
startling me by being in my flight path earlier.
I mean, it's kind of okay. Yes, I'm kind of short.
No, shooting itself. The turd just rolling down.
Right. He kind of wipes his bum.
I'm really sorry about that. How may I help you?
By any chance,
Uh-huh.
being of your race, I was wondering if you've ever heard of the Amulet of Luna.
He immediately does this kind of automatic gesture to his chest thing.
Yes, I've heard of the Amulet of Luna.
Okay, well, my name is Creereer. I am a druid, and I've both been studying and following in this path of Luna and trying to find information about the amulet. And the last ones who have been known to actually have it in possession were a group of gnomes.
Okay, that's a bit odd. Well, yes, I am a druid too. My name is Peak.
I have a
And-
feeling by how kind you were being to myself in animal form.
Well, it's you know, it's what we do. But yeah, I happen to have the Amulet of Luna.
As he kind of like pulls the chain and pulls it out.
Do I get any reaction to this amulet?
You can immediately, the minute it's kind of like is unsheathed from his thing, you immediately feel like this source of nature power kind of feeling the weave around you. The grass kind of immediately is kind of attracted. You see this kind of circular motion attracted towards Peak and then kind of raises back up.
Oh, out of game. Wait, Peak, that's an important name.
Is this what you mean? I don't see how it's really important, but
Yeah,
it's
well,
been passed on to me by my generations.
Yeah, that is very important. Do you know about the lunar eclipse and the blood moon that's coming up?
Well, I'll be honest with you, I'm a bit rusty on it, but I have a
Because
basic.
a big bad out of game Orpheus.
Orcus.
Orcus. Big bad let's say, I think Orcus is meant to be brought back, reawakened, summoned, I don't know, brought to this plane to wreak havoc, and the Amulet of Luna would really help in stopping him.
I mean, I'm not so certain I want to actually part with it. It has sentimental value. So I'm really sorry. I'm not really ready to part ways with it yet.
That is fair. I need to rid myself of a horrible blood curse.
No.
That is,
I'm really sorry to hear.
yeah. What are you doing in this area?
Oh, I'm heading back to Luna's tower, but I kind of got lost on the way down. So I was a bit, on the seas for a while. So I'm still getting used to tracking the land again.
Luna's tower is pretty far from here, right?
Is it? Oh dear.
That's back in the east, no? From the map that you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's back east.
And am I not?
He kind of looks up at the stars.
We're
and goes,
very west.
Oh dear. Oh, I must have lost my bearings. Can you point me to the right direction?
It's not that simple, and
Well, I'm
be
pretty sure.
frank with you, Peak. There's an army coming here, and it might be very turbulent
Oh.
soon.
An army.
Yeah.
Why an army? Why is our army coming here?
You know, the usual political
Well,
stuff that
fair
these
enough.
people who don't live with nature get up to.
Fair enough. But I never understood the concepts of war. But then again, we're peaceful people.
Yes, we are. I'm also looking for the Book of Life.
Isn't that like legend?
It is real.
I gave up on that path a long time ago.
It's all connected to Luna.
How is it connected to Luna?
I don't understand. As he grabs the chain and like hides it back into his wares.
Well, I would offer for you to travel with us, so at least you'd be safe.
Are you heading east?
Currently southeast,
Oh, is it close?
relatively.
I think I will. In that case, if
Great.
that's not a bother.
Not at all.
Oh, so I can transform into a bird too,
Yes.
and we can fly together.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. I think I rested enough as
He kind of stretches, uses his own stuff and kind of stretches.
Okay.
And he immediately turns into an owl.
Okay. I speak to him in owl
Okay.
because I transform into an owl as well. And tell him to keep the necklace hidden for now.
Oh yes. He starts flying over your party as if going further. So
What are you slowing down?
We already flew over them. If you would like to slow down a moment.
Dem? I'm sorry, is it not just you and I?
No. That's why I said travel with us.
Oh, I thought you meant us as in me and you. I'm sorry, there was a
I've got a
misunderstanding
small
there.
group of companions. We've got a small job to do in the town, and then
Oh.
we'll be heading southeast.
Oh, okay. Okay, sure.
At least you'll have
problem.
a safe place to sleep rather than near the city with.
Sure, no problem. I can definitely do that, yeah.
Okay. So we land near you guys. I transform.
And Pete transforms too.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey everybody, I met a
another.
fellow druid. This is Peak. He
Hey, everybody.
He needs to head east, and since we'll be going southeast, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't want him to have any dangers, I offer to him to travel with us.
Sure. I mean, why not? You seem useful. Druid, yes?
Yes.
In Gnome, I'll talk to him. I'll talk to him in Gnome.
You know no?
Yes.
Nice.
So, hello, welcome to the group.
His eyes widen. It's like,
You understand, gnome?
Well, yes, I was taught to by a dear gnome druid himself called Jebis. have you heard?
Jebus! Of course, Jebus,
In
my
the meantime,
cousin.
we're just watching them.
He's been really taking care of me. If you maybe you might.
Wait a minute, your name?
My
You're
name's
Shalky.
My name's Shalky.
You're the famous Shalky I've been hearing a lot about.
Oh, so you've heard of me?
Oh well, when I was with them, yes,
That's very nice to hear. Good things. I hope you've heard nice things.
You were a bit troublesome to teach, but you were a tough kid. It's children, right? But look at you now, really. And I see you took up druidry as well with all the. I mean, I wouldn't choose Flies as a companion, but I mean, you're doing really well with his teachings.
I'm not a druid, but
You're not a druid?
these are my flies. These are my flies.
How do you manage that?
He looks at the flies around you.
They've been with me for so long that we've started developing a good connection with each other, and so they're like family to me now, and I can I can tell them what to do just by feeling alone.
You know what? I can fully understand that what it means because I do that with all the animals around me.
Mine's just specifically with flies, but
Interesting.
just these particular ones. But
Right. I think we're leaving the rest of the group out. To be honest,
He kind of turns back to him.
I'm really sorry about that, but it's not heard someone speak my language for a very long time, so it's quite nice to practice mother tongue.
Yes. I can relate.
yeah, he's apparently a cousin of a very dear druid to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Such a
you
small
know
world.
Jebus, right?
Ah, yes.
The merchant who was with
yes,
us.
he gave us a lift back.
Yeah, and some nice sausages.
Yes, he did. The man had very nice sausage.
He's really good at cooking sausage.
Why is everyone now?
Grow up.
I thought you ate metal.
What?
I thought you ate nails.
I didn't say it tasted good. He makes good sausage.
So he's apparently Jebus's cousin.
Oh,
Hi.
nice to meet you.
Same. Likewise.
I'm Augustine, and I shake his hand.
Oh, you're a rather friendly fellow.
Yeah, I heard that a few times. I just go back to what I was doing.
So, I hope I'm not a bother. I mean, I don't mean to intrude on whatever, but
No, not at all.
would really help.
Just curious.
Oh, yes.
What made you trust him?
It's a druid thing.
It's a druid thing.
We're all like family to each other.
Yeah.
We share the mother, so yeah, Mother Luna. Let's be specific. That's more not
Mother
related.
Luna. I've heard about you were looking about something you got Luna.
Oh yeah, she mumbled something about wanting Luna's necklace, and he kind of brings it out, and once again you just see this epic moment of grass towards you and rushing back.
Oh, what a coincidence. Isn't that what you're looking
That
for?
is exactly what I've been looking for, yes.
How fortunate.
So,
Do I recognize this?
No.
No.
so the blood contract is done. We're done with this.
Blood
No.
contract, no.
No, the blood contract is to find the tablets in the southeast tombs.
All right. Yeah.
So
forgot
this
about
was-
Separate problem.
that.
Separate problem.
Gone.
Yes. Yeah.
This was my main goal in life, was to find this amulet.
You can die happily now.
And you just flew into the guy wearing it?
Yes, it's all very bewildering.
Very strange, isn't that?
Oh, that was you that ran into me?
Yes, I told you.
I think I need a wizard to turn me into a bird for what I'm looking for.
I don't think she really grasps the concept of magic, but that's okay. It's not how it works, is what I'm trying to say.
Does he know what he's supposed to be doing with us? Because you just mentioned that he's joining us south. We do have a couple of stops before that.
Yes, I know. I told him we have a stop in the village. I
Village.
did say we were going southeast.
That's right.
Yes.
Closer to east.
Yes.
That's where I need to be.
Oh. See, to get there, conveniently, you have to pass through that city.
Which I did tell you.
Yes, I'm quite aware.
Good. Just so we're on the same page.
Oh.
Just so you're not surprised as we're walking through the gate and you're like, this is.
Oh no, that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, or just has she informed you that there might be like issues related to the socio-political environment of the world as it is known?
As of late.
No, that's okay. I've dealt with it in the past, so it's not a problem.
Fantastic. We're gonna live in interesting times. Let's go.
Sure. Okay.
Let me put him down in the
So
history.
confused.
All right.
What did you say his name was?
Peak.
Peak.
He smells of carob bush. I don't care.
Appropriate. I smell dusty because I'm a bird.
Yeah, we'll have to fix that in editing.
Okay, so we'll be resting for the night and going.
If you don't mind, I'll be resting on the ground. I prefer it that way.
Fair.
As he kind of hops off from the cabin. He starts rustling the dirt a bit, and he rolls one shoulder into it.
Good night, everyone.
Good
Good
night.
night.
He's a strange one. I like him.
Yeah, you're right.
The stranger the better, it seems, with this party.
Yes. Seems to be a prerequisite at this point.
As the snores from Flint come from underneath the
At least you guys will take me seriously now. Relatively speaking.
Nothing. Silence.
Is that serious enough of a response?
So the night goes forward. There's no other interruptions. As sun rises, you kind of already wake up to a commotion of happiness and sound and song inside the city. Peak is up and early, as he's made a small fire for himself, and on a stick he's holding basically some berries and sorts, and he's just nibbling on it while he's keeping his feet warm. He notices you wake up and say,
Oh, top of the morning to you.
Good morning.
Would you like to share some berries?
I would love some.
Here you go.
as he kind of gestured toward you. You pop one of the berries off, and immediately one replaces the other.
Mm-hmm.
As you pop it out, it's like, oh,
Okay, anyone else?
a
I
real
don't eat, but thank you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, sure. I'll take some.
All right. So, what's the plan? Where we popping berries?
We're going to pop by that town at some point.
Okay.
well.
Is that like now, soon, later on?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh yeah. Also, do note, we're all to that town. Okay, when we walk in, we're a bunch of merchants. We went through the Black Forest and got robbed by a bunch of cruel people, right? If they ask anything, refer to me.
All you have to do is look sad.
Exactly. Look miserable.
Okay.
Or scared, maybe.
Yeah, fair. That works.
Actually,
Did
have
the
you
incidents
been
actually
there?
happen to you? No.
Just the misery.
Sure. Have you been in there before?
There.
points to the city.
No.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, okay. I thought something was developing there, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He gets up and dusts himself. Berries. He just throws away the stick, which all the berries kind of just shrink, and you just see the stick.
So, I'm ready and informed.
We make our way?
Yes, let's do this. Is the gate open at this point? Can we see it open?
Yes, it is open.
Okay. I guess we start riding forward. While we're doing so, do we notice any guards?
Yeah, you do notice there's 2 guards at the entrance. As you come closer, immediately the guards halt. What brings you here?
We're merchants and we're being attacked, and we're looking for some shelter and medication, and hopefully something that makes us happy. It seems like you have a feast. I want a feast. Let's get happy. Did I do it right?
He looks at you.
That's exactly what we need to know, Peak. Basically, yeah, we've been beset by the cruel people of the Black Forest. Most of our wares are gone. The only wares that we still have left are literally the set of merchant's clothes I'm wearing. That's pretty much it.
Roll a bluff.
Bluff.
Deception.
Perception.
Deception. That's plus 7. That's 10 plus 7, 17.
Guards looks very confused with the gnome, but you made sense and is like, right, this way, as he kind of takes hold of one of the reins on the horses from the front, and he starts walking them into the city. The other guard is not far behind, and immediately another two kind of, the minute they see this, they take their place at the guards' posts, and he's dragging the horses to like the left side of the city, where he stops you in front of a medic post. It's like, all right, you can go ahead and check yourselves here, and be on your way whenever you're ready to see fit. You could also stay for the festive seasons. You seem like an okay lot.
Festive seasons.
Yes, it is currently the engagement of the prince here, along with the fair maiden Mary of Westgate.
Wait a minute, so this is a royal marriage?
Soon to be, yes, in a couple of months.
Okay, so the marriage bands. Okay, fine. That's great. I wish them a happy marriage and a long life.
As we all. And
Maybe you should bestow some poetry as a wedding gift later on.
Perhaps. I'm not giving away my book though. I don't really have anything to give away much.
he gives an understanding nod and walks away.
So, did I do okay?
You're fantastic. I love you.
Amazing. Okay, I wouldn't. That's a strong emotion. I wouldn't really just flirt that. You really need to get yourself checked. That's what I'm trying to say. And look, what a better place to be than at a medic.
I'll talk to the therapist. Cool.
Attaboy, that's the first step.
I guess we just go in.
Yeah, we're here. We're
So what wounds are we getting checked out?
Oh, has the guard gone?
The
Yes.
ones in
We
my
don't really
heart.
need to go inside.
well, the guard is gone, so we can find lodging.
You
Yeah,
can stop
right.
acting sad now.
Well, we don't.
We don't really need lodging. No, we don't.
Where did we have to meet?
He said he would find us.
Ah,
Yeah.
Right.
So maybe we find lodgings.
Tavern lad, I think.
Yeah.
I think the tavern would be the best. Are you up for going to the tavern?
Sure.
I feel like a good meal.
That is true. The berries were very filling.
I'm still full from the berries, but sure, I'll tag along.
Did they eat good berries?
Yeah.
They ate good berries.
Okay. To the tavern, I guess.
Okay, where's that?
Good point.
We
Ah.
can ask the medics, no?
Yeah. Is there
I, as my druid self, waddle up to a medic.
So yeah, you walk inside the building. The place is completely empty, right? And,
Medic!
and there's just someone at like a front desk. You called?
We need help, lad!
He rushes out. What's going on? I hope it's not an accident with one of those fireworks again. Oh, and he looks around. He's like, I don't recognize you.
Where's the local tavern lad?
You called me out to know where the local tavern is.
It's emergency.
You're a medicine man. You should know this, okay? Rubbing alcohol for the outside wounds. Drinking alcohol for the inside wounds.
I have such concentrated spirits here. I don't think a tavern will have it. What wounds do you have? Show me, dwarf.
The scars are on the inside.
You're pulling my leg. Just go down to the Foxy Inn. It's a makeshift tavern right now for the feasts. Not taking any guests. That's what I've heard. You're not from around here, clearly. So
No.
yeah.
That's
Is
very
anyone
kind of you.
Taking guests?
And I reach out to shake his hand.
He hesitates but grabs it and it's like, good festive season.
There's 2 gold coins in it.
Come on. I did give directions, he kind of puts it easy. And he walks back into his office.
Okay.
So, to the vaccine?
Yes.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Why is it called an inn if it's not taking people?
It's temporarily not taking in people.
I thought he
But
said
it's
it's a
still an inn.
makeshift inn, which means it's a
No,
temporary
it's a
inn.
makeshift tavern made from the inn.
Oh, I see. That makes sense.
And from the other side of the streets, you hear Peek.
Hey guys, I think I found it.
What
This
do we
cat
see?
walk.
He's just the X-Man.
As he disappears into the sides, so clearly entering the building.
Okay.
As you come across, you see that it has the sign Foxy Inn with a fox tail painted at the bottom. Quite nice art, considering. The inn is massive. It's got 3 floors. You know, people are inside already being rowdy and celebrating, drinking from such an early morning. Most of them, you know, they're clearly still drunk from the night, so they're still going strong. You see, the minute you kind of walk inside and you kind of set your gaze upon the bar, where you see the maid there, just bags under her eyes, just wiping the alcohol that was being spilt on the bar. It's kind of like an automatic motion due to how tired she is. Peek is already on like the top stool and he's trying to wave for her attention.
I go and assist P.
Hello.
Excuse me.
Sorry, yes.
Could we get some drinks?
Sure. What do you having?
Well, I think all of us like ale.
Strongest grain alcohol.
Nothing for me. thank
She looks at your party of 7 and she goes like,
Right, 7 it is. And
6.
6.
you. I don't drink.
I have his.
7 it is.
7 it is. Yes.
okay. She rushes to the back, grabs a couple of ale mugs, you know, from the side of the basin where it should be washed. She starts filling them one by one inside her arm and grabs the other and starts filling them, and she brings on, puts them on the table. All right. So that would be, doing maths, right, 21 silver.
Oh, sure. I'll pay for all of them, I guess.
Does anyone have money?
Yeah, I got an entire bag of it. This is on me, but this is on me.
We never actually checked how much gold that thing has, eh?
How much? Actually, just deduct my rent from it
right.
and see what we get.
Oh,
You took
Where?
yours from last time.
Hoping it was gold.
You took yours from
First of
47 platinum.
from season.
Holy shit.
Oh my god, that's more money than I've ever
Minus
had.
the ones from episode 1.
You can
Yeah.
stop adventuring.
Huh?
You can stop adventuring.
That's it.
You can retire.
See you guys off.
You can just write fictional stories.
I just, it's like, it's okay. I had payday. It's on me, boys.
Alright.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, how much platinum was that?
47. 47.
That's
47.
Silver though.
No, but
Platinum.
Oh,
Platinum.
platinum.
47.
I
Platinum.
had 8 gold before
While
this.
he's
Why? What is this?
while he's rummaging through, how
One
much
they
gold
gave
is
them
it?
in the bag to write
While
the
he's
history.
rummaging through the bag, how much gold is it?
470 gold pieces if we're converting 10 to 1.
What? How much?
470 gold if we're converting
100?
10 to 1.
470 gold.
So he's got 4,700 silver, effectively.
Oh,
Again,
21
if
silver.
you
Oh,
convert
no,
it-
no, I'm talking about the drinks.
21 silver.
Yeah, how much is
Oh,
it?
that's what I meant. That's why I
Huh?
said silver.
How
'cause I
much
just
is
meant
that?
drinks.
No,
It's
21.
0.71 gold.
Huh?
1 gold coin is more than 71 silver.
I'll just toss a whole just toss one gold coin.
She catches it, it's just like,
Keep
I
the
don't-
change.
I was just about to say I don't have any change. Tosses it into the pot amongst like it's overflowing at this point. It's
Silver and copper.
yeah, silver and copper.
Would you toss the gold in
Simply down the clouds.
it? Yeah. Okay.
So it's quite rowdy. Music is quite lively. People on the side, others are just.
But there's more floors, you said, to this room.
Yes, there is more floors when you saw outside. So you do see the stairs leading.
We could go to the higher floors.
Yes.
The thing is, are we looking for Morpheus or are we waiting
Morpheus
for
is
him
going to just find
Find
us.
to find us? So do we need to go around?
Well, we could avoid the rowdy street level.
Hmm.
If we go, like chances are he's gonna meet us in like the dark area, where there's less people, because that's usually where he shows up.
Fair assessment, I think.
But you went to a cruise.
So where would you suggest we go?
The roof.
Up and away.
Back to bird form.
No, I only want my ale with me.
So Pig is looking a bit confused.
So do I join? Do I wait for you here? What's this?
Oh no, you can join us.
All right, he kind of just.
Would you like some help with your ale?
Oh, I think I got this. And that's-
Just starts wobbling up the stairs.
How tall is he?
He is around 3 feet 4.
No, it's too big for me.
Since I'm not drinking, I'm standing next to him, making sure his glass is still standing upright by holding it slightly.
All right. As you guys climb up the stairs, I'm guessing, yeah. Immediately in front, there is a dark figure in the hallway with a pipe. I guess you took the hint that it was not longer in use as an inn. I'm glad you picked up on that. And we're going on break. That is more to it. Hello and welcome back to PlayUp Legends Season 2, Episode 5 of Group 1. The mysterious figure that you know now as Mortius stands on the side of the hall in a chair, legs stretched, hood semi-up, with a long pipe, puffing and smoking away. Well, at least you've got on the hints that the inn is not taking anyone in.
Sure. It wasn't the promise of alcohol that.
Right, and he adjusts himself and stands up. I think you could head to my temporary quarters. Let's chat. As he takes another puff out of the pipe and walks to a room further down.
Do we all
Follow?
fit in the room?
Sorry?
Do we all fit in the room?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Follow.
So, Bennett tells me that you need a spy network. I could make that arrangement. However, I have one issue. Bennett thinks that he has domain over this side. And I need him to understand that he does not. His domain is in Aegis, and everyone plays a major part in the cities and their roles. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up the network for the Norn's alliance, the Spears of Norn, the army coming this way. And once the information is gathered, should only take a couple of hours with our network, I need you to meet the army, find Bennett, give him the news, and if possible, give him this. And he hands you a envelope, color of maroon.
Before anyone grabbed that, we don't have good experience of grabbing things you usually hand to people.
Understandable. How
What's
would
it
you?
do? Is it just a letter?
It is just a letter.
Okay. No paper cuts involved. That will send us on a 7 arc quest to remove a curse.
I appreciate that you have a humor.
A what?
A
Oh, we're
humor.
not joking.
Oh. Then I am mistaken. But I understand your concern due to our previous experience, and he looks over at Augustine.
Oh no, fine.
Oh, don't look at him, look at her.
Uh-huh.
It is a simple letter, as he makes a forward gesture to you with it.
Sure. I mean, it can't cut me. I'm made of metal, so it's fine.
Well, if you don't mind, as he kind of points to the door.
Before we leave, what do you know about Bennett?
What do I know about Bennett? Bennett is one of many heads on the Hydra, let's say.
I see. So he knows.
I want to tell him anyway.
Not particularly. If you do, go ahead.
Okay. So, do you know about the special room in the sewage? Or
Here in Dawnhaven.
in Aegis?
Oh, his little experimental agenda, you would call it, trying to help us. I think it's a waste of time.
Yeah, I agree with you. It is a really big waste of time, both of his and of ours, because we need to stop them.
Why would you want to stop them?
Well, they are terrorizing the city,
So?
but we're meant to protect the city.
I don't think he cares though.
Can you just tell him to stop?
I don't meddle in his affairs as he should not meddle in mine.
But he's
We
meant
do
to
have a
yours.
goal in common, so it is something that we need to achieve.
Care to share?
Well, I'm guessing since Bennett trusted you to come to me, as surprising as our fates are entwined, yes, the expectation of the Blood Moon should be coming around soon. His plan of creating more deads, or undead, you could say, corrupted creatures, somewhat would serve the Dark Lord of ours. I don't think he needs any of that, to be honest. I think the Dark Lord just simply needs his own process, which we do not fully understand. Then again, if you're Bennett's people, I don't expect you to understand, especially if you're just his lackeys.
I would say something back, but you're probably right.
Yeah, he makes a good point.
Yeah.
Once again, please, exit. I have work to do, remember?
Wait a minute. So, these people are so wait a minute. Are you?
I close the door.
What's it?
again.
What's it? Like, no,
Alright, guys.
that maroon letter. Does it have the information about this town? Because it's very clear that.
Oh no, that letter contains a very personal, emotional, verbal.
Oh wow, you wrote him a love letter. That's gorgeous. So what you're telling, should he know that, effectively speaking, he's walking into a trap?
Excuse me, I don't fully understand what you mean. Trap.
I mean, given that you have been here, right? You did see the engagement happening outside
Yes.
between two major states.
Which was part of our plan.
His plan.
No, my plan.
Fantastic. That's all I need to know. Thank you very much.
You're quite confusing.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Right, as he
I
actually
said
manhandles
this
you
was-
round to the door.
Yes.
If
After
you
he opens
please.
Do you need to confuse any other information out of
No,
it?
we should make leave.
Nope. We leave.
Can someone please tell me what the hell's going on now? I feel like I just walked into something I didn't want to walk into.
Augustine can explain everything to you in great detail.
No.
Extremely great deal.
I actually,
Right here.
to be fair, I actually made that entire last part up. I just wanted to see how it would react. That was like that last part.
You pretty much work on the fly. Sorry, no offense, he looks up to you.
Add it to the puzzle.
Nope, that's number 2 today. Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm off to finish this, because I clearly need it.
He walks away, starts chugging, and you just see him tumble down the stairs. I'm down.
Aw. Anyone wants to buy me another one?
You hear him down the stairs.
You can have mine, what's left of it. I just hand him like a half of what's left.
Right, he is looking at it, smells at the rim as a
Ooh, nasty. No offense, but no. I don't want to catch
Okay,
something from
let's
behind you.
So
You can have mine. I have not touched it.
Thank you.
emotional damage is psychic, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I use prestidigitation on the beer and clear it out and make it clean again.
Sorry, but it's. I'm looking for a stronger drink.
He walks over.
He took out the alcohol. all of it!
No, I meant the other one.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I take him by the shoulder. Time to introduce you to the wonderful world of grain alcohol.
So as time passes by, you're in this place. Do you do anything in particular before I compress time?
What, I think we need to decide what we're doing next, because now we have information, we've met Morpheus, so what's our next step?
We could leave the city and read the letter.
And say to hell with the army and do our own thing.
That is actually an option, but
Yes, I mean it is an option.
keep in mind, us going back might mean that you're.
Yes,
Yep.
yes, it's
Yes.
going in the reverse way, so I will not join you if you go back.
We can fake our deaths.
Tim, how do you fake your death to a flower?
Fake what? Fake my death to a flower.
Exactly. Why would
No, to
We
the
can-
army.
It's the army. We fake our death
Okay.
and we move on and we do what we need to do.
You know it's just volunteering, right?
Yeah, which is exactly why a lot of people are gonna die on the way.
Yeah, since it's a volunteer, we can just leave. No?
Question.
Nah.
Is Morpheus the kind of person who will take revenge on us if we do not deliver the letter?
No idea.
He's also the type of person to give blood contracts, so I mean,
Probably.
Yes.
We can just leave the letter on one of our corpses. Alleged.
Whose corpse?
Couldn't we just give Lord Bennett the love letter?
Yeah, we
Wait.
could.
You're assuming
Okay.
there is love in the words.
His love letter?
I still have a very bad feeling about the letter, and I'm not going to be the one to open it.
I don't want to.
You're already
open-
one for
you
one, so if
can't
you want
get
to try another one,
cuts.
you never know.
Oh well, yeah, maybe absorbing the words into your eyeballs.
Yes,
Can
they
I-
are lenses.
Can I cast identify on the thing?
Sure.
Let me take the letter and I cast identify. And I grab it and I say first, for heaven hides nothing from thy view, and I cast identify, which basically gives me an idea of what it is. Not like what's the text, like what the magical properties of it.
There is no magical property.
It's just a letter.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, I'll open it then. When we're out of the city, when
Yes.
Morpheus can't see us.
But no, but then we have to give it in a sealed envelope.
Okay, how is it sealed?
It is
By-
a red envelope, though, right?
Yes.
So it's very specific.
Mm-hmm.
We'll probably have to reseal the same one. Is it sealed?
It's
by using
sealed
an
with
actual
a
wax
purple
seal or-
wax with an eye symbol.
Oh, that should
No,
be
if
easy
you're
enough.
really
Just have to
delicate.
heat it a bit, pull it
Yeah.
up. Doable, I guess.
I am not touching that. Just in case.
Never mind. I mean, we could always just hand it to.
Let us at least get out of the sight and ears of Morpheus.
Good idea.
I don't see a reason to stick
Anyone
to the
have
town.
mage hand? I can use on the letter.
Yeah, but like mage hand, it's still how good I am with using my hands that counts for mage hand. I can't just use my mage hand for anything.
Yeah,
Even
but it's
I
great.
have mage hand, but well,
Would you
Mage.
still get the effects of the letter by using mage hand?
It's
Yeah,
not. It's not magic.
It's not magical anyway, so
Okay.
we should be fine.
So, off we go.
I say we get as much alcohol as we can. We leave.
Okay,
Shut your
well,
case is not a problem. You just throw one of the platinums in her way. She's just like, take the average is all yours.
Oh fuck you!
So, who's opening the letter?
I mean, once we leave somewhere.
Yeah. So, do you decide to stay within the city, just in a dark alley? Do you want to head out
What
of the
time is it
city?
now?
It's
So
still
dark, the
pretty
gates are
early.
closed, yeah, so
No, it's still pretty early in the day. So
We could pick up our wagon, maybe
Right.
some rations,
Mm-hmm.
and exit the city walls from whence we came, so it looks like we're going in the same direction.
Yes.
We cannot go back.
But I am not turning away from my goal.
guess we
Is
head
Lord
out.
Brennan or
Parents.
Bennett expecting you to go back or to wait for him at Dawnhaven?
I think he wants us to go back. I mean,
Well, to catch them since they're moving slowly towards the city.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so at this point, they're probably not too far away.
They're about a day and a half away
Okay.
because they've decided not to take the fast approach.
Okay. Alright.
So do we head on ahead ourselves? Because we're not reveling with an army, so
No, that's true. But as in, what is our end goal? Are we actually going back to him or are we not?
we cannot go back because she will suffer.
True.
So if we move, we either need to stay put or move forward. Now if we're moving forward on our own, we're less threatening than a whole army. So we might find less resistance in finding whatever we need.
Actually, do we want to give him the letter though?
I would just screw him and not give him the letter, but there might be repercussions if it doesn't go.
Because we could just ignore the whole letter thing. I just get the letter to Agares, she can take it over, and we can just keep going.
Okay. Yeah,
Mm.
that's true.
That's true.
We could
Catch
still
up eventually.
we could still read it.
Yes.
Read
And
it.
then give
Yes.
it to.
Then give
She
it to
can drop it
Agares.
there, not tell him anything.
Yes, let's do that.
Yes.
Yes.
Seems like a good option. Hope I'm not breaking anything.
The
No,
imp
good.
seems very important for this.
Yes.
We do what makes them happy,
Mm-hmm.
and then we can go do our own thing.
Yes. Okay. Let's read it then.
Okay.
Open the letter.
Okay, we're still in the city
Slowly.
walls.
Outside the city walls. Away from prying eyes.
Don't worry, you already stated that, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Who has the best sleight of hand here?
Mine's just
Well.
plus though, so.
Not me.
Sleight of
I have
hand.
a plus 3. I have a plus 6.
I have a +2.
You look better.
I put bardic inspiration on myself.
Hey, listen, you're the one who deal with papers. and
What do you
everything all
say
the
to
time.
yourself?
Huh?
What do you say to yourself to prep you
I
up to
can-
do
I can
this?
give
Like,
you lucky.
what do
you
I
don't
say to
have.
myself? Like, hang on, I have the exact verse. Do I have the exact verse?
Yeah, true.
Come on, you're over 13.
It's like I start thinking. It's like I just start thinking to myself. Let us have wine and women, mirth and laughter, sermons and soda water the day after. It's like I just start hyping myself up. Let's go. Plus.
He's opening the letter, by the way.
Yeah.
1d8. Does anyone want to give me advantage?
Ow.
Just like,
Take
okay, so advantage and I'll get a +8. So
Does it help him if we heat up the wax?
I mean, I can give.
Well, let's let him use his sleight of hand to be very
this is
careful.
the 10, right?
Yeah.
Because then we have to
So
roll
this
for
is
the heating up, and my burn
That's
the
the-
whole thing. And so.
Oh no, it won't be fire. It's just prestidigitation. Just literally just
Okay.
heat it up. No fire.
11 plus that.
Yes.
Thank you.
11 plus 5 that's
Plus 6.
16 plus 6
22.
22.
Nervously, heart in your throat, you get the wax off gently and still intact as the envelope unfolds.
Can I read it?
You can pull out the letter, yeah.
Huh? No, but can I read it? Is it in a language I understand?
Yes, well, if you pull the letter out, yes.
Okay, fantastic.
Pull the letter out.
I look at it like, okay, so I read it. What does it say?
So the gist of the letter is that Mortius is threatening Bennett that if he doesn't keep to his side of the region, which is Aegis, Mortius will make sure that he is completely removed from the heads of the Withering Cult.
I've been saying that. Damn, it's crazy. Can we reseal it now?
Yes.
We have to roll again to reseal it. Bardic Inspiration again. Plus
Yep,
6
you want advantage.
plus 3, so 11 plus 3 6. Yeah, again, it's 11 and 3 again. So it's 11 plus 3 plus 6, that's 20.
You seal it back.
Operation successful.
Excuse me.
Where?
Late in the night.
We can send it by
Send it
an
by
imp.
bird post, let's go.
Sure. I summon Agares and give her the letter.
Alright.
Just take it back to Bennett. Don't tell him anything. Just give it. Well, if we don't give him the letter, it means we get rid of Bennett. Because he wouldn't know, and he'll just come here.
That's up to you guys to decide.
We can then obviously get him on our heads.
That's true.
Well,
Or can we time when Agarit gives him the letter? In the sense, when he's about to die, she hands it.
Possible, but it'll just.
No.
We don't know how long that will take. And I can't stay without her for that long,
Yeah.
preferably.
so to be honest, maybe if we hand it to him, if he tries to change his mind, he'll look very suspicious.
That is true.
How about?
So he probably still do it. And
I
we
know
will
he
He'll
wants
probably
to
still do
do
it.
it, but he can go back and come back. Pete.
peek.
If Pete flies,
Yes.
he can
Yeah,
go
but
back.
no. Peek. No. We're not sending him.
Peek
She
stays
doesn't
with
want.
us.
She wants to keep an eye out on
Yes.
Peek stays with us. He's lovely company.
Are you saying
thank
Agares
you.
is not?
Well, compared to Peek, I mean,
He
how
can speak to
look
him.
how
in
jolly he
English.
is.
Well, she would be too if you were ever nice to her.
To be fair, she is.
You're not nice to her.
Exactly, I am.
Oh, listen.
When was I not nice to
She
her?
delivers a letter. Bennett's in a difficult situation, and we move on.
Yes. We do that. Give her the letter. She fucks off.
Okay, sure.
For timeline purposes, when she arrives, I can snap her out of existence and she appears again, so I don't need to double the time. So
Okay.
it's only one way, so you can calculate on that.
Sure. Thank you. Alright. Beak is looking up, very confused as everyone.
So, are we done? And can we keep moving east?
Indeed.
Do we need to go southeast now?
Yes.
Oh, right. Yeah, well,
Southeast, which gets you closer to east.
that's very true. That's very true.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's
Well,
leave
we
it.
have horses in the wagon.
That's true. Okay, everyone back in.
Oh, off we ride.
So, as you get to your wagon, you already see kind of 3 men just kind of loading the thing, trying to take 2 horses off from the thing.
Excuse me.
From our cart.
Yeah.
I drove. Going
Oh.
Oh, hey, we just found it here.
Right.
No need to get hasty. We can share.
Share our property.
I can share this arrow.
Whoa, I
With
had
you?
no idea it's your property. I'm really sorry, boys. Just let it. I'm very sorry. This was a misunderstanding. We just wanted to get it out of the way.
I mean,
Run!
no
Then
harm,
they
right?
just dodge off into the corner.
These are probably like the nicest people we've met so far.
Yeah, it's like,
One
do we
arrow.
need to chase them?
Yeah.
Let's just be on our
Sorry
way.
for the inconvenience.
Scram!
Okay, we ride off.
Are you riding back to Bennett or what's? Sorry,
Yeah.
just
No,
want to
no.
clarify.
So we're just going to
Southeast.
circle around, I guess, and just keep going
Yeah.
down.
Circle around.
All right.
So we're going what? Back out the gate we came in and going around thing, or actually going through the city and out?
Alright, we could have just gone out to the other end. And then just sent Icarus from there.
I mean, we could go back in and out.
Yeah. I guess we could. If it's not gonna look weird.
No.
If we're-
No worry. So yeah, so the correction would be that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. So you head out back, basically, and you start taking a turning. Now I just want to understand. So you're heading further south to Westgate.
No.
No, we're gonna go for those tombs.
Oh. Right.
This is us flipping Bennett the finger.
All right. Cool. So you're going to be heading towards the mountains between Bridgevale and Sylvanus, which is a far longer journey.
Oh.
So that's going to take a while, which in case we will continue next episode where you do arrive at the place as we compress time.
Okay.
Thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure. Once again, thanks to our sponsors, Tempest and Dragons, for providing this place. Miniature Corner Studio for the dice, which you will get, I promise, next episode.
I have to know.
Yes, you do. Thank you very much for watching, and you have a good night.